got a new silicone catsuit from Roanyer, and it's a special one again. It's quite heavy because there are boobs and it's textured and it has a special color which I created together with Roanyer. And I'm going to try it on for the first time today. And I also have a special styling plan, so let's go. Alright, I put some more makeup on and I decided to go full reptile look and go with the snake makeup. Or at least snake look-alike fantasy makeup, I don't know. The old trick, use a fishnet tights and put it over your head. And then just dab down different shades of green and black and highlighter. That's what I did here. And also I put in some contact lenses, obviously. Green, I thought about going for snake slit contact lenses, but decided to just use the normal green ones because I think the color matches really well with the color of the suit. Speaking of the suit, this is the suit. So this is the textured green reptile silicone suit. As I said, the green is a color I figured out together with Roanyer. So they asked me about, hey, what color do you want? And I was like, hey, green, like a nice metallic green. And you can buy that color now in their shop, so you should check out the description text. I put the link down there, also my discount code. So if you want to have that too, you can order it. Another special feature is this airbrush color here. So we have colorful accents, so to say, like a second pattern with the black outlines here and the lighter green in the middle. So even more colorful and the 3D, yeah, look-alike. And I think it's really nice. I tried to replicate that with my makeup with light green and a bit of black. If you want to inquire about another custom color, please write to the customer service, they can help you. Also, if you have specific questions regarding sizing, please write to the customer service. And the backside does not have this airbrush pattern, but I can turn around. This is the backside and there is a hole in the butt. Why, no one knows. And this is the standard version, so if you don't want to have this hole in the backside, then please write to the customer service. If you want to have zippers in your suit, please write to the customer service. This is a standard size, so they only have this one size, and it's supposed to be unisex, though I have to say it feels like it runs smaller than their usual one size catsuits. I have a black one and a pink one from them, and I think it's smaller. So I'm 173 centimeters tall and weigh around about 57 kilogram. Check the size chart, ask the customer service if you're not sure. It is really stretchy, but if you're not sure, ask them. Also, it is a neck entry catsuit, so yes, I squeezed in through this neck. That's why it's called a neck entry catsuit. I have another video in which I show how I undress a silicone catsuit. I have a video in which I show how I dress a neck entry latex catsuit, which is basically the same process. So you can have a look at these, they're on my channel. And if I can give you one tip, use enough lube. So to dress these silicone suits, you should use water-based lubricant. And a lot of lube always helps a lot. So I really use so much by now that I have no problems sliding into the suits, and it feels really slippery, but it makes life so much easier if you just use an ungodly amount of lube. I do have a small package from Roanyer which came with the suit, because actually the suit has a second piece, which is this mask. So silicone mask, also with the spray paint again. Matchy matchy, no eyes, no mouth. So this would be the look with the mask. when Roanyer said they wanted to send the reptile pattern, I was like, yeah, I can finally do like a snake makeup. And then they said, yeah, but I should definitely show the mask, because a lot of their customers want to wear masks and order this together to have the full look and the full enclosure. I'm not going to wear the mask. It would be too big for me because it is one size again, and I reckon it's suitable for head circumferences from 58 centimeters on. There are holes in the nose, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiny holes in the eyes. So I think you can see something through them. Otherwise there wouldn't be any holes. And I'm going to put that here. Because I also want to show you or tell you something about boobs. They are filled with cotton. So compared to the silicone boobs, they are really lightweight, and they do feel comfortable. So a question I also got asked, if are they hollowed out or are they pushing down my own real boobs? And no, they're not hollowed out, but they're not too restrictive. They are not pushing down my own boobs, so it does not feel uncomfortable. I already set up my light for taking a few pictures and photographs. What I also wanted to tell you is that the silicone is 4 mm thick and the suit weighs over 4 kg. So this is something you do notice after a while, or at least I notice it. I can feel the weight on my shoulders, on the back of my shoulder blades. But otherwise it is perfectly comfy because it's so stretchy. And it is, compared to latex, because that's also always the question that gets asked, how does it feel compared to latex? It is thicker, it feels more squishy, but it also feels more enclosing. So it's not the same as latex, but it is similar, and if you like latex, chances are good that you like silicone as well. If you have a latex allergy, this can be a great alternative, because it's not latex. So yeah, if you want to give it a try, as I said, I will link all the stuff in the description text, where you can also find my discount code and the links to my other socials, because if you want to check them out, go for it. I also upload always a lot of behind the scenes stuff and additional pictures on my Patreon. So if you want to see more, then check that out too. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I also made a FAQ video about silicone. You can also check that one out with a pink silicone suit. I had friends over trying silicone for the first time, so there are basically a lot of silicone videos. I should do a playlist for all the silicone videos. So yeah, I think that's it. I am going to take a few pictures now, which you can find on my socials. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my look. Tell me if you did. And I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.